Stand by for the Piss Poor Sports Network.
Hola, and welcome to our coverage of preseason Week 4 action. Texans, Buccaneers. Let's get things started. Here in the first quarter, Tampa Bay with the ball. Brad Johnson would roll back. Babin. He gets the sack. Loss of 4. Later that drive, hits Kaylee Wong with the sack. That one's a loss of 3. Let's take a look at Wong. He comes in almost untouched. So we're later in the first. Houston with the ball now. Jonathan Wells, he's going to break a few tackles, and he's going to get 12 yards, but there's flags all over the place. They make the call. It's clipping. It goes against Sloan Thomas. And we take a look at his blocking, and yeah, you can't do that. So later that drive, 3rd and 25, David Carr looking for Andre Johnson, and it's a fumble. Mike McKenzie recovers that one, and David Carr can't believe it. Mike McKenzie can't. He just came from Green Bay. Take a look at this again, and you can call it a fumble or an interception, but the ruling on the field is a fumble, and Mike McKenzie makes a great play on it nonetheless. So 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Martin Gramatica, he's good from 46, 3-0. We take it to the second quarter here. Houston with the ball. David Carr, he's rolling back. And he finds Andre Johnson, and that's redemption. 22 yards. Later that quarter, Tampa Bay with the ball. Out to Charlie Garner. Look at the spin move and the juke. He can take that for 18 yards. We take a look at that run again, and you don't see that every day. Later that quarter, Brad Johnson rolling back. He throws for his man, but he finds Aaron Glenn instead, and no one's going to catch him, not even Brad Johnson. 47 yards for the touchdown, and he can't believe it either. Very upset, and surprisingly so. Look at this. Aaron Glenn tipping the ball to himself. 7-3 Houston at this point. David Carr rolling back, and it's Simeon Rice. That'd be a loss of 8, and that would end the action here in the second quarter. So at halftime, it's 7-3 Houston. Nothing really much from either offense. Houston with 1 yard total. Tampa Bay with 43. Aaron Glenn with a big interception to put him on top, and the Martin Gramatica field goal takes us to the third quarter. David Carr, Andre Johnson. Yeah, he's got another one. Next play. It's Andre Johnson again. That one's for 12. Later that drive, Carr finds Johnson again. He had 5 catches for 85 yards in this game. That one good for 16. Next play, Carr feeling the pressure, dumps it to Billy Miller. That one's good for 9 yards, and Carr looked actually very good today. Only one, not even a pick. The one turnover coming off the fumble. So we go later in the drive in the fourth quarter, and Jonathan Wells touchdown. That would put him up 14-3. Next Tampa Bay drive, 4th and 16 here in the fourth quarter, and it's Aaron Glenn in the vicinity. Brad Johnson just having a horrible day. So here we go. Next play, Jonathan Wells. No one's going to touch him. That's a 14-yard touchdown, his second of the game. Houston up now 21-3, and Gruden not happy. Next Tampa Bay drive. And it's Gary Walker. He has 11 sacks on the preseason. Johnson would find Joe Jaravicius on that one for 16. And then the next play, Keenan McCardell, 39 yards for the score. It's now 21-10, and they'll go for the onside kick. And Tampa Bay gets it. But you have to appreciate special teams on that. Look at the effort that they make to get that play. So the ensuing drive, 4th and 3. Johnson almost finds Aaron Glenn again, and that would stop any hope of a Tampa Bay coming back. Brad Johnson not happy at all. Texans with 3 seconds left. Jonathan Wells, he gets his 3rd touchdown of the game. And that would take us to our final 28-10. Both offenses not showing a whole lot. Tampa Bay not showing a running game whatsoever. And David Carr, his first game this preseason without an interception. So let's go to our top performer on offense, Jonathan Wells, 25 carries, 48 yards, 3 touchdowns. It's not how much you You run it. It's what you do when you run it. He made 21 points today. And on defense, Aaron Glenn, 2 tackles, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. Doesn't tell the whole story. He was all over the field today, making big stops when it mattered the most. So that does it for our preseason Week 4 coverage, Texans Buccaneers. Stay tuned for our predictions for the upcoming season, and make sure to tune in for our kickoff special.